House Ways and Means Committee member, Congressman Mike Kelly, what he makes of this discord. Sir, always good to have you. You already have Rand Paul out on the wire saying this is Obamacare light. Forget about it. What do you think?
Well, listen, I think more than anything else, I would just refer to this as really hot legislature because it's honest, it's open, and it's transparent. Listen, Senator Paul has a lot of concerns, and so do a lot of other members. And you know what? Isn't it great that we can celebrate this process, that it's going to be so open? We're going to have it out there. How about a bill that was put before the American people? Not something we have to pass before we actually get to see what's in it, but everybody in America gets a chance to look at it. So I'm really excited about the fact of the way we're handling this, and I think it makes sense for every single American. Weigh in on it. Members of Congress are going to weigh in on it. It's going to be an open discussion.
You say it's going to be an open process. It hasn't been up to now. Now, maybe for very good reasons, as you have reminded me in the past, sir, and that is you don't want to spill the beans and all of a sudden get critics going before you even launch it. But from here on out, everything's transparent. Democrats, Republicans can weigh in.
Wide open, Neil. It's wide open, not just for members of Congress, but also for every single American. My goodness, you know, you can't do what we're doing. Just go to the GOP, ReadTheBill.gop. Read that and find out what's in it. I mean, this is so transparent. It's so open. And you know what? I love the fact that we're going to debate it. I love the fact that we're going to negotiate it. I love the fact that we're going to have it out in the air and in front of all the American people so they can watch it as it's going on step by step.
You know, I don't see anything blocking this in the House, Congressman. It looks like for that to happen, you'd need 22 Republicans to sort of walk away from it. That doesn't seem likely. You know this better than I. It's the Senate that's the problem. And already 4 Republican senators have expressed reservations about what you guys were cooking up, including not only Rand Paul, but Rob Portman, Lisa Murkowski, Cory Gardner, Shelley Moore-Capito. I guess I'm raising that to say, now some of those might fall back in line, I have no doubt. But you don't have a lot of wiggle room in the Senate. You know, any more than 2 and game over, right?
Yeah, but the other thing we have to take into consideration, there's also 10 senators that are going to be running for re-election, and those are in states that President Trump won. So there's going to be some pressure on them to really work across the aisle to get it there. Listen, and again,
well, don't you need President Trump to be a more aggressive cheerleader than Congressman? I mean, now obviously he's got a lot of, distractions right now, but that. For the administration to say, Tom Price to say, the Health and Human Services Secretary, these other items that you guys want will be coming. But I don't see him aggressively cheerleading this. But I could be missing something.
I think you give him a little bit of time. He's a guy that is pretty good at multitasking. He's already shown us that he can do that. And he can direct the message quicker than anybody else in America. We know that because he has the ability to do it at almost 24 hours a day. I think as we get into the open and we start to discuss this openly, I think the president will be picking out things and saying this is right for America right now. So I just love the process. You know, I got to tell you, this is something that we didn't have the advantages, but I was in the private sector the last time the health care bill went through. I'm just going through that process right now because I'm still a private business person. I'm trying to figure out how we equate health care with an insurance policy where the premiums have gone off the charts, the deductibles are so high.
Well, how do you know they won't hear, right? I mean, obviously you want the fix to be better than what you were dealing with, but a lot of people are saying these numbers don't add up. Now, I know you're waiting for a CBO scoring on this, but a lot of people wonder whether you've just dug a deeper hole.
Well, I'm not sure that the people can make that statement and say this is what I know for sure. We're still waiting for the scoring to come in. I think once we see the scoring, and we can pivot very quickly to these things, but at the end of the day, Neil, this is something that we've been working on for 8 years and which really has held the country up. I got to tell you, being in the private sector, there's no way you can cope with this kind of thing. We like open markets, we like competition, we like people being able to pick the plan that they want, the doctor they want, and as opposed to the government tell them this is what you have to take, love it or leave it, falls on you, and if you don't buy it, we're going to find you. And the mandates are gone, which is huge. That's a huge advantage for people.
All right, now, I'm wondering about the 20 million or so, 19.5 million who have health coverage now through Obamacare. Already Chuck Schumer and others are out saying, that those numbers are going to dwindle. What do you say?
Yeah, well, these are the same people that said the numbers covered was going to be twice as many as there are today. A lot of that is Medicaid. We're looking at Medicaid. We're making sure that the states have the ability to handle their Medicaid situation. Listen, a lot of it comes down to putting put it back into the hands of the states and in the hands of the people. I think that is the champion for this whole thing. And I know my friends on the other side are already going to say, no, it won't work, no, it won't work. These are the same people that told us before, your premiums are going to go down by $2,300. You're going to have all these people covered, and it didn't turn out to be that way. It's been a disaster. It's imploding. That's not Republicans saying it. That's people in the market saying it. When you hear those type of things, why would you put your hands in your ears and cover your eyes and close your mouth and say, don't want to hear it, what we had was better? They don't even know what the plan is yet. They're just getting the first look at it, too. They need to be more objective and do the right thing for America.
Mid-April, Congressman, you think it's still doable to get this settled one way or the other?
Yeah, I do. But I heard my friend Mick Mulvaney say by Easter, so I'm looking by Holy Week to have something that's wholly in place for the American people.
All right, you're referring to the OMB director, Mick Mulvaney. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Very, very good having you.
Thanks, Neil.
All right, well, Hope Springs Journal.